Hey everyone, today we have something a little different on the channel and I'm working on the Goldspot community gift guide. Now, Goldspot's a sponsor of the Pen Addict, which is what I do. If you're not familiar with me, we'll talk about that in a minute. But they're a longtime advertiser on the blog and they wanted to do something different this year and do a video community gift guide. And not being the big video person, I stepped out a little bit and said, sure, I'll do it. So this is what you're going to get out of me. I'm not the big, the highly edited video. I'm more of, let's do this live and you're going to get what you get video guy. There's not going to be any text flying across the screen or cool transitions or anything like that. It's just going to be me and you talking about some cool things that you can get for stationery lovers this holiday season. So, my name is Brad. I'm the Pen Addict online, so you can go to penaddict.com and find links to all my work there. I blog, multiple times a week. I have a staff of writers. We do lots of pen reviews, ink reviews, stationery reviews. I do a podcast called the Pen Addict Podcast, which we're going into our 7th year. I've been doing the blog for, it'll be 12 years here in a couple weeks, which is crazy to say out loud. And, I just love being part of the overarching writing community, and I try to do my part to make it a good situation for experienced users, new users to find information, learn about different things, and you can find all my links on penaddict.com. So what Goldspot did for this community gift guide was they sent out a list of questions for me to kind of go through and give you my answers and what my recommendations would be for different types of gifts and different types of users, mostly from a beginner perspective. So the first question is, what do you look for in a daily carry pen? And that's probably like my biggest category of pen that I use. I want something that I can take with me on the go, use for writing in different situations. And I'm not scared to take any pen out of the house. So pretty much every pen is an everyday carry pen for me, no matter if it's $5 or $500. Yes, I'll throw the $500 pen right in my pocket and take it out and get in the car and go to the grocery store, something like that. But I do use more of everyday carry style pen, and I like something like the Kaweco Sport for that. So this was the frosted sport blueberry, and it's just a small plastic barrel pen, but it's very compact, it's very durable, it can take a beating, and the best part about it is when you put the cap on it, it ends up becoming a full-size writing pen. So this is a full-length pen despite coming in what is really a very, very small package. Now, these pens run $25 or so, something like that. So relatively inexpensive for a fountain pen. Very fun, comes in a ton of fun colors. If you like this style, you can actually upgrade, which is one of the pens I carry a lot. This is the Steel Sport. So this is the metal version. And they have a lot of different metal versions. They have a brass version of this and a couple other different metal versions. They even have carbon fiber inlay versions with this pen. So this is the same style, same format as the plastic sports. Costs, close to $100, I think, on the Steel Sport. But this is what I like in an everyday carry pen. Slides right into a pocket, into a bag, into a purse, and when it comes out, it's a wonderful writer, full-size writing experience. Takes short international cartridges. They have converters you can use with them. Questionable. I'd stick with the cartridges, mostly for the Kawecos. Now, if I was getting started in stationery, what would I include in a care package to a friend who is a complete pen newbie? I think the main thing that people will jump to for this answer is a pen of some type, but I really think the paper is the most important thing in this entire setup. So I'm getting Rhodia paper to my friends. Sorry, that's a little bright. Again, we don't edit here. We're lucky we have lighting. So this is the ice pad, but any Rhodia product will do. It comes in graph, dot, line, blank, all kinds of formats. This is the A5 size format, which is, I think, a great desk size format. The thing about Rhodia paper is it's going to work with any pen exceptionally well. There's a little bit longer dry time for like a gel pen or rollerball or fountain pen ink, but the performance you get with any pen you'll throw at it will make any pen that much better. So if I'm making a care package, yes, I'm going to have a pen and some ink and some cartridges and things like that, but I'm going to focus on giving them a paper that they can use with what current pens that they have. and hopefully showing them how much of a difference paper can make to the writing experience. What's the one thing you would avoid when shopping for a nice pen? This is a tough question. I don't know that there's any very specific thing that I would just say avoid this, but there are some categories where you do need to do more of a research, and that is the category that I want to focus on is flex nibs. So you have to be very careful when you're buying a flex nib if you don't know what you're looking for or you don't have clear expectations for what the writing is going to be. So most modern flex nibs aren't going to give you that wild line variance, that huge amounts of expression you get. And when you see those videos on Instagram and YouTube with everyone having a really razor thin line into a broad flourish and all these kinds of things, there are nibs that can do that. But anything marketed a flex nib is going to be a challenge to do that type of line variation. So if you're into flex nibs and you don't know anything about fountain pens and you get a list that says I want a flex nib fountain pen, you need to be a little bit careful in thinking about what you're really buying here. Most modern flex is what I call a soft nib. You're going to get line variation. You're going to get a thinness and a wider line the more pressure you put when you're writing. But to get the huge variance in flex, you're going to need to go to like a dip nib or a vintage flex nib to get, or a custom nib, which can run hundreds of dollars to get these wild flourishes that a lot of people do. So I'm not putting you off of flex. I love flex type nibs, but just understand what that term means in the grand scheme of things, especially as far as modern flex pens go. How do I tackle my holiday shopping list? I'm a shop early, shop often, and shop online guy. So I have lists. I get them done. Like my kids, like I have two kids. They're both about, one's a teenager, one's about to be a teenager. They're essentially done shopping already as I record this video in the middle of November. So get it done early, shop often, and shop online. So that's kind of my my mantra. I don't have too much more left to do, so we'll have to see what I get my wife for Christmas. I'm not sure about that one yet. That one might take me a little while. I'm just not going to be one of those people that goes out on Christmas Eve and does a whole list. That would stress me out to no end. So get it done early, be done with it. What would you ask, being me, what would I ask Santa pens for this year? So anytime I've been asked like for gifts for myself, I never tell people to buy me pens. Us pen addicts like myself are very particular, right? So if I can give someone a very specific, very clean, easy to shop for product that's a pen that I can like point to exactly what I want, I might do it. But generally I don't ask for pens. What I do like is the accessories around stationery. Like I think those are really great gifts. Like pen storage is always a great thing. Something like that. I would try, some different, if you can find some just cool vintage pencil and paper sets, something like that. What I'm personally looking for is been looking on Muji and finding these shelves to go into my closet to store my notebooks, because I have a notebook storage problem right now, and I think probably a lot of stationery people do. So I'm looking for some good organization systems for my stationery storage. I've seen some stuff at Muji. You can probably find things at a lot of different places. That's kind of, what I'm looking at this year. So don't buy me pens. I can buy those for myself. I do a pretty good job buying those for myself. So, that's my Santa pen. Sorry, I'm a little bit boring, but like at this age, I just want it to be functional. I just want my closet neat. So give me some shelving to use there. What's an excellent gift for a pen enthusiast that has it all? That's an awesome question. And I brought a pen. I brought a couple of pens actually. And this one is not the easiest thing to find, but you can find them. It's the Lamy 2000 multi-pen. I think it's just called the 4 colors. So the Lamy 2000 is just a classically designed pen. It feels great. It's got this great macrolon. It's like a fiberglass barrel into these steel, like the nose cone clip knock on there. And this one has 4 colors where you just rotate the barrel and the different colors come out: black, blue, green, and red. So it's just for someone who's a real pen nerd. Having a good multi-pen is a really neat thing to have as part of your writing arsenal, and not everyone has one, and Lamy makes probably the best one on the market. And it's just fun. It's really neat, and it's just kind of cool to to take to work, notate things in different colors, and then have just such a good quality brand and build quality of the pen associated with it. I think that's pretty cool. The other thing that I like that you will rarely catch me without is the Caran d'Ache fixed pencil. This one you can't get anymore. This was a limited edition. They did a couple years ago, but they make standard fixed pencils. They run about $20, $25. And what it is it's a clutch pencil. So it's got one big, like 2mm lead in it. The cool thing about it is you just pop off the cap and then you can sharpen the lead in there. And I like to use pencil pretty regularly, and this is the best way to carry around a great writing, great looking, fun to use writing instrument. Just do quick notes, do sketches if I'm out and about, things like that. So you will hardly catch me without this pencil on me, in a pen case, in a bag, in my shirt, somewhere like that. So those are kind of my favorites. It wouldn't be a pen addict video if I didn't show off a Sailor pen. Like, if you really want to go up market and kind of blow someone's mind, the Sailor 4AM, the 1911, the newest 1911 North American exclusive, it's pretty good. Like, I really like the color. I like the black ionization plating. I love Sailor's nibs, and I like the translucent barrel. So this is a really cool. This is a very expensive pen, but if you're looking to blow the budget for the holidays, maybe that's one you think about. So that's most of my pen talk, stationery talk. The last question here I thought was great from Goldspot, so I appreciate them putting these questions together, asking me to participate in this. And this last question is, what book would you give as a gift to an aspiring writer or artist? Now, I love to read and I love looking at art, and I'm neither a great writer or a great artist, but I appreciate that kind of work. One of my favorite artists right now is a guy who goes by the name of Tommy Kane. This is all my photographs are made with pens. So what Tommy does, I don't know that I would call him an urban sketcher, but he's essentially a street artist, like not the graffiti style, but he'll go grab his chair, sit outside and draw. So, and he uses, you can see right in the beginning, the types of pens he uses. So like Uniball Vision, Muji, some really cool pens there. So all of his, most of his artwork is done with ballpoint pen, gel ink pen. And I keep this book on my desk mostly for inspiration. You can just see how he puts his art together, what he sees in different things, and how he uses the color of pens. This is pretty much all pens that he's using, like Streets in Italy and things like that. So I just really like his work. I like what he does. And you can do like black and white drawings. So anything by Tommy Kane. He has another book out there. I forget what the first book is called. Teach Me How to Draw, maybe something like that. It's also a similar type thing. He draws with pens and he does incredible work, and he's a good guy. So that's the gift I would give. And I've given these books before, so they're very cool. So that's it for my Goldspot community gift guide for 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments there. You can find all my work at penaddict.com. And I hope to see you around the stationery world, online, in person. Come say hi. Talk to you later.